The Yanks are coming. Former U.S. soldiers are signing up to fight the Russian military. These Ukrainian resistance fighters are being trained by retired U.S. Army General Paul Gray from Tyler, Texas. He spoke with Inside Edition from a secret location in Ukraine. Sergeant Gray previously served in the legendary 101st Airborne.
Me and a platoon of Americans are trying to train as many Ukrainians as possible for combat operations, for guerrilla warfare, for insurgency. And we're trying to kill as many people that are trying to kill Ukrainians.
45-year-old Andrew Bennett, a carpenter from Bayonne, New Jersey, is also volunteering. Are you planning on jumping right into the fray? Are you planning on fighting?
I'm not going over there to play Rambo. I'm going over there because I'm able-bodied, I'm strong, I'm fit. I can carry people, I can drag people off the floor, I can bandage people up.
About 16,000 volunteers from the U.S. and other countries have already joined Ukraine's struggle for freedom. It's turning into an epic David versus Goliath war. It's claimed the Russians have lost 11,000 soldiers and 285 tanks so far. This is the moment a Russian helicopter was brought down by a Ukrainian missile. Ukraine also claims to have sunk a Russian warship in the Black Sea port of Odessa. And these soldiers are firing at a Russian drone. A New York Times reporting team was just a few yards away when a Russian shell exploded.
Stay there! All right.
Tragically, a woman and her 2 children were killed. Thousands of civilians, mostly women and children, are fleeing the fighting under artillery fire. This baby was rushed to the ER with shrapnel wounds, but he didn't make it. And there are also moments that are inspiring the world. This bride and groom were married in their military gear. This young musician's haunting violin solo lifted spirits in a bomb shelter. And this little girl in a shelter is singing Let It Go from Frozen in Ukrainian. Just listen to the reaction.
Bravo, bravo, умница! Умница!
NLAW, the missile Ukraine is using to destroy Russia's tanks. British-provided NLAW anti-tank system, turning the tide in Ukraine. Scrappy NLAW anti-tank missiles have the punch to eliminate Russian tanks. The next-generation light anti-tank weapon, NLAW, was provided by the British before the war in January. The Ukrainians are setting up counterattacks and ambushes in the suburbs of Kiev on Russian armored columns using the NLAW. The NLAW system is proving its mettle. Since the laws came over before the war started, they were able to be distributed widely to soldiers, and the Ukrainians are taking the initiative to blast Russian armor. The Visegrad Group 24 news outlet reported on March 2 that the Russians tried to advance in the Kiev suburb of Bacha under the cover of darkness. According to Visegrad Group 24, the Ukrainians used the NLAW in an ambush that laid waste to Russian tanks and other vehicles. You can see a photo of the destruction here. The United Kingdom sent 2,000 laws to the Ukrainians on January 19, and most importantly, the military sent trainers to prepare the Ukrainians for their use. The defending forces are singing the weapons' praises. According to the Daily Mail, whose reporters visited the front 50 miles north of Kiev, Lieutenant Colonel Ihor Bezegluk exclaimed, "God save the Queen." Bezegluk also said the NLAW is a game changer.